Good morning to you all. This morning, and it's a beautiful morning, I find myself in Montalcino, and more especially, I find myself at Casanova di Neri, the world-famous Brunello estate, and of course, with that estate, and it cannot be separated, and nor should it be, I am with my good friend of probably 20 years, Giacomo Neri. So, like one or two others that very foolishly agreed to my high five with Tony Wood interview and question, we find ourselves in this nice cool little corner, and believe it or not, it's scorching out there. It's about 38 degrees, for a 5, 6, 7 minute question torment for my friend here, and I think I better start. Thank you for agreeing with this time that I know is very precious to you. And we start with the first question. What is the biggest change that has occurred in the wine industry in Italy in the past 20 years? The biggest change.
In the last 20 years, the climate.
This is not the first time I've heard this answer.
In my experience, Tony, the climate.
Yeah, okay, fine. I think that says it all. What is the oldest wine you've ever tasted, and what was it like?
My oldest wine I tasted. Biondisanti 55.
Oh, wow. That isn't, well, I'm telling you. You tell me what.
Great experience, emotional. I don't know. I remember I was like a dream.
Yes. 55.
It's possible the wine was not so good, but for me was.
Even today, Biondisanti 55. Not that I've ever drunk it, but people that I know that have. That I appreciate that palate. Exceptional wine, exceptional wine. Your first wine memory, the first time that wine came into your life, can you remember that?
First wine
memory. Was it something that, as a child, you were given a little glass, or your father said, "This is the grapes"?
I remember the first wine when I was young, 2-3 years ago, was Corvo, white Corvo.
Really?
My age was 12, 13 years old, and I drank big Corvo, white Corvo.
Okay. So this is a little bit different from lemonade.
But for 45 years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
40 years ago.
Corvo white. It's got to be your first. In your opinion, and this is a difficult question for you.
No, please, not difficult question.
Yes.
No.
Does a 100-point wine exist? Now, it's difficult for you because you've got many that have been given to you, and rightfully so.
Well, I am very proud. I received, Casanova received 100 points from Parker, Wine Spectator, Zahring, Wine Enthusiast, Falstaff, I don't know how many. And, but I have no answer for you, sorry.
No, okay, fine. That's an honest answer.
Sorry.
What wine has surprised you the most after tasting it some years later? So it could be your wine, could be somebody else's wine, the vintage, and then some years later, it's changed.
The most big surprise in my experience, my first vintage was 1991. My big surprise in my life was 1999. At the beginning, it's good, but after 20 years, 25 years, 99, great, really great vintage.
Yeah.
Big surprise. 99. I repeat again, after 5 years, 6 years, when we released it, good vintage.
Yeah.
After 20 years, Tony. if you open now and drink Ceresalto, Tenuta, or White Label 99, you compare with 97 or 1, still young.
This I've heard this
Big surprise.
and experienced this myself. I didn't purchase many 97s, but I did purchase, thank goodness, one of the things I did get right, a few 99s, which I've still got, and I totally agree. Some of the 97s are imploding a little, but the 99 is
Tony,
fresh.
our 97 still good, but are in the best time of the life.
Yeah.
Ceresalto is a little more young, but Tenuta and White Label drinkable now. 99 still young
Yeah.
now.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Okay. What is the most idiotic question about wine you have been asked?
Sorry, Tony, I don't
What?
understand.
Well, some people. I remember doing many tastings with friends and this, that, and the other. And I was explaining a wine once, and I said, "Oh yes," I said, "this has got a little sour cherry, little strawberry, and this, that." And I was explaining the wine, and the woman at the end of the explanation, she said to me, she said, "Excuse me, Tony," she said, "when do they put the strawberries in the wine?" That was the most idiotic question I was ever given. On that.
Well, no, but there is not an idiotic question, Tony. No. Some people don't know nothing about wine. Some people like to explain that's not the wine and don't know the wine. Some people sometimes speak about the wine but don't taste before the wine.
Yeah, I know.
I received some question about Casanova Neri wine in some occasion, and I said, "But do you drink before?" No. But my friend said me that's the. Okay.
That's
But the question are not stupid.
That's the best answer to this question I've ever had. Somebody wants to speak to Giacomo Neri about Casanova di Neri, and he hasn't drunk the wine. Fantastic. Oh, I love that. Favorite month in the vineyard?
May. May, because there is the flower. We start in May. We know if in May for me is I understand a little more about the evolution,
Okay, fine.
about the flowers, May, and I like also for the color of the leaf.
Okay.
In May, when the leaf, if the leaves are more green, less green, more yellow, I understand about the evolution
That's
of
very
the situation.
interesting. I've said this once, I have to say it again. I asked this question to many winemakers, and they always say May. Some 1 or 2 April, never any other month. It's always May.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Axel Heinz was the last one, and before Carlo Farini, May. The best wine you have ever tasted, and don't be modest, include your own as well. Ah, yes. The best wine you've ever tasted. Well, let me take your wine away. Makes life a little bit more easy.
Best wine in my life. Best wine I tasted in my life. Best wine in my life. Big question. Henri Jaillet, Cro 42, 92.
Say that again, slowly.
Henri Jaillet,
Yes.
Cro 42,
Going to
1992.
92. Wow. That must have been a moment. Incredible. We're running out.
And,
Sorry.
sorry,
No. I interrupted you. I apologize.
No, one.
And go on.
No, stop.
Okay, fine. All right. Last question. What is the one thing that really annoys you in the wine business? Something that you constantly bump into, or maybe once in a while. Something that really, really annoys you in the wine business. Could be anything. Or don't you let anything annoy you? You circumnavigate it.
The vineyard.
Yes?
Sorry, I don't understand
Okay,
the question.
well-
Sorry, my English, Tony,
Okay, look.
is not so good. If you can repeat the question.
Okay, fine. In the wine business, it's multi-faction, multi-levels, I should say. There's the marketing, there's the promotions, there's the
Oh, sorry.
there's the harvest, but there's the engagement of people that come and want your time. Me, for instance. But what is the one thing about the business that really annoys you? Something that you just, oh, if only we could change this, or only we could change the other. I'm not talking about the weather or anything. I'm just talking something that is human-led, that annoys you.
Tony, I believe that. Opla.
No, not to break apart. No.
My idea about wine business, in my experience, is the wine in the glass.
Right.
The people that love wine, that's every night or every week, can compare Casanova di Neri, Bordeaux, Burgundy, Napa, Oregon, New Zealand, and decide it is great wine. I believe it is the most important thing. That's
So
the wine
that,
lover, the collectors, the regular people that can pay the bottle and decide it is great.
okay,
It is
fine.
not great.
So you've answered the
The
opposite.
marketing-
You've answered the opposite question, but it's a very, very interesting answer. So, as an addendum to this, very quickly, do you think that professional wine reviewers, and I classify myself as a non-professional wine reviewer, are good for the business or bad for the business?
Well, the professional wine review give us a big opportunity. Sure, because give us, I repeat again, great opportunity. But today, Tony, change is more open.
Yeah.
The discussion about the wine, and I repeat again, today is more important the wine into the glass.
Okay, fine.
And Tony Wood can say, for me it's great, or for me it's medium, for me
You
it's
don't want to
regular.
listen to him.
Before, but also professional wine writer give us a big help, sure. But
So-
today is more open.
Yes.
20 years ago,
Yeah. About 3 or 4.
today is different.
Yeah.
But the most important, I believe, is very important that you have respect to speak about wine.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay, we've gone way over time because, frankly, this could go on for hours. Fascinating. Giacomo, thank you very much for your
Tony,
answers.
Thanks for coming. Sorry for my speak.
No.
I hope
You
the
don't
people
have to
understand.
apologize on any level. So, we've only got one more thing to do. Because this is called High Five with Tony Wood. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.